Many may ask why we are here recognizing Southern soldiers that took part in a war 150 years ago.
Virginia Division, Sons of Confederate Veterans, 2nd Brigade, Commander Les Updike.
The answer for many of us is easy: to show the love, honor, and respect that our ancestors deserve.
Richmond, Stonewall Jackson, Chapter 1705, President Mrs. Wallace L. Hudgens.
For those that may not understand, I ask that you think about this not in the setting of the 21st century, but as things were in the mid-19th century.
General Robert E. Lee Camp, number 1589, SCV, Commander William M. Brown.
These men volunteered to protect their homes from what they viewed as invading armies.
J.E.B. Stewart Camp, number 1343, SCV, Commander J. Edwin Ray.
Most were simple farm boys that were far removed from institutions or politics.
Virginia Division, MOS&B, Lieutenant Commander Joseph H. Wright.
In their minds, they were no different than George Washington and the Continental Army of 90 years previous. It was simply their duty.
Cheneb's Battery, Captain James H. Cochran, Jr., commanding.
Today, we will attempt to be as historically accurate as possible in the presentation of this event. We have modeled this ceremony on the program from 1914, as well as other such events of that period. I ask that you now try to place yourself in the early 20th century.
Carry me back to old Virginia.
Over 100 years ago, a small group of Hanover citizens formed the Hanover Confederate Memorial Association and set out to honor all men that served and their wives that supported them from the home front during the Civil War. They selected George Hall, a veteran that had lost his left arm to a wound received at Sharpsburg, Maryland, as the president of their new organization. They worked tirelessly on identifying the soldiers, designing the monument, raising the funds, and communicating all of the details to the companies involved in casting the tablets and constructing the monument.
Hanover, Virginia, the state where I was born.
This was truly an undertaking of respect and love for these soldiers. To those that have been memorialized for 100 years, we are here to correct a terrible oversight and provide closure for 306 men that were mistakenly omitted in 1914, and to their comrades that knew the truth about all that had served.
Left face into place.
Left wheel into line. Hook.
Ready, sir.
Receive, Sergeant. Guns 1 and 2 were 5 sections my command. For Hanover, for Virginia, for the Confederate States of America, and for God. Fire!
Oh, I wish I was in a land of cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. In Dixieland, where I was born, early on one frosty morning, look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. And I wish I was in Dixie, away
started off with a simple question years ago, I quickly learned was a little more than I had anticipated. Because as I was looking for my ancestor, I kept coming across other names of Hanover sons that I recognized that were not on the monument. And then when looking at the monument there, you see all the names, but it doesn't tell the story. So along into that, I delved into trying to flesh those people out with their real name and their unit and a little history. And that project took on a whole new life. And over the years, 10 names became 50 names, it became 100 names, it became 200. Finally, I feel pretty confident at 306, but I am certain there are some out there I still haven't found. So the search will continue.
And these men that we honor today were, by every definition, patriots and heroes. But within 6 days of the time that the Articles of Secession, and I'm calling that wrong, but the secession documents were adopted, and Hanover had 3 companies drilling at Fort Lee. 6 days. But Hanover people didn't have to march too damn far to catch up with this wall. It was all around them.
In the name of the Hanover County Civil War Sesquicentennial Committee, I deliver into your custody the sacred treasure of these new 4 plaques adding the names of 306 additional Hanoverians who served in the war between the states.
Thank you, Mr. Deal. You know, there are plenty of people that will tell you that Hanover and Virginia was on the wrong side of this war, but that in no way makes the people that sacrificed their lives and fought for what they thought were right any less a hero. And I think that's what we're here today to celebrate. The heroes that were willing to step up and fight for what they believed in. So, Mr. Deal, it's with great honor that I accept your kind offer for Hanover County. Thank you.
General Lee said that you should do your duty in all things. You can do no more. You should never desire to do any less. You know, the men that we gather today to honor, you know, did their duty. You know, they stood in the breach in defense of hearth and home and the things that they believed in. And so it's only fitting that we come here today and honor them. They say a nation that forgets its heroes, you know, will not be sustained. And so I just thank God that Hanover County has not forgot their heroes. So thank you all for coming out.